also, of course, called for the Prime Minister to step down. Where do you think we are today?
Well, I'm deeply depressed, but not overly surprised. It was clear that the Chequers proposals were not a basis of Brexit that the Parliament's going to support. It's not fulfilling our manifesto commitments. It is a betrayal of the 17.4 million people who voted to leave.
But how so? I mean, aren't you trying to have your cake and eat it? I mean, this is an agreement to get us out of the European Union next March. So what's wrong with that?
Well, we said we were taking back control of our monies, our laws and our borders out of the jurisdiction of the European Court of Justice, leaving the single market, leaving the customs union. It's none of those things.
But all those things might still happen. I mean, this is just a transition arrangement.
Well, you believe in fairy tales. Anybody who's ever done a deal is going to know that once we've signed over the divorce bill, the money, why the EU ever going to give us a better deal? We're going to be trapped in the customs backstop. The facilitated customs arrangement that's required for the Chequers proposals to go ahead, collecting tariffs on behalf of the EU. The EU have already said that could take at least 10 years to develop. That's 10 years stuck inside the customs union, not able to do free trade deals. I mean, how...
But all that's up for negotiation. It's not written in black and white, is it?
Well, you've got Barnier's number 2 already telling foreign ambassadors, the EU ambassadors this morning, that this deal will keep the UK penned in the backstop indefinitely.
Well, he may believe that, but we can, we can break those deals. I mean, the fact is...
We don't break treaties. This will be a treaty. This is something that will bind our grandchildren and their grandchildren.
The withdrawal agreement will be a treaty, but the arrangements on the future relationship, that's not going to be a treaty.
But the backstop's in the withdrawal agreement. We'll have signed up to it. And I believe the rumour going around this morning is that the Prime Minister even conceded that to get out of the backstop, we're going to have the agreement of the European Court of Justice. Well, that's not going to happen, is it? We're going to be stuck in a backstop forever if this goes forward. Yeah. I can't support it. I couldn't look my constituents who voted to leave in the eye, and I couldn't look myself in the mirror if I did.
But how does that work? Because this is an arrangement for Britain to leave the European Union. So why can't you look your constituents in the eye and say, yeah, that's what we've done, we're leaving the European Union?
Because the mechanism we're signing up to, we will be stuck in the backstop for probably 10 years, if not in perpetuity. And there's no way out of it without the agreement of the EU. At least under the Article 50 agreement, we can unilaterally leave after 2 years.
Your constituents who voted to leave are really concerned about this sort of arguable detail?
It's not arguable detail, it's a fundamental that we actually won't be leaving, will we? We're not going to be leaving the customs union.
We will no longer be members of the European Union, we will be no longer members of the political structures.
We're actually going to be in a worse situation, Adam, because we're going to be a vassal state, we're going to be taking all their laws.
You're the one who wanted to leave in the first place. I mean, even Boris Johnson says we'll be in a worse state. For the first time, we won't have influence, but that's what people who voted leave wanted to do. They wanted to leave that political structure.
But not stay under their laws. That's not leaving, is it?
Well, it is leaving.
So we're going to leave but stay under their laws, and laws are not going to be made in this place. They're going to be made in Brussels, and we're not going to have any input anymore.
If you go to any other foreign country or trade with any other foreign country, when you enter into that, are subject to some of their procedures without any consultation. That's the reality.
Only 6% of the businesses in UK trade with the European Union, but all of them will be under the customs union agreements.
Yeah, but any of them trading with America are subject to agreements with America. That's what it takes two to tango.
But 84% of our business don't trade outside the UK, but they'll all be under EU laws. It's very anti-competitive. No free trade deals. The big benefit of Brexit is doing those free trade deals.
So you don't think this is going to fly?
Well, what's the point of Liam Fox's Department for International Trade?
Well, that is a different question.
What's he thinking about this morning?
Well, we'll see whether he walks out. But do you think this is going to fly?
I'm hoping that the Cabinet will explain to the Prime Minister that this is not acceptable and won't go through Parliament. If not, it will fall to principled members of Parliament to stand up for the democratic mandate we were given by the referendum to leave the European Union, to oppose this deal.
OK, Andrew Bridgen, couldn't be clearer. Thank you very much indeed. This is All Out Politics. Coming up next, we'll get some views from the European Parliament. I'll be speaking to two MPs live from Strasbourg.